friend. You must be a nice lady. Good afternoon, everybody. Very happy to be back here in New York City, Madison Square Garden. As far as I remember Sergey's career, we never fought here in New York, so he would be very excited. We have a lot of fans, a lot of people when we fight somewhere else, New York or I mean Las Vegas or Los Angeles. So many people are coming from New York. Now we're going to be able to bring Sergey's fight to New York, so we're going to have a lot of fans. As far as I know, it's a lot of Ukrainian fans here in New York. So hopefully that Madison Square Garden Theater is going to be sold out. Would like to thank HBO for giving us this opportunity. Especially thanks to my fighter Sergey Kovalev coming back, being after all those nonsense things. So he's, I believe he's a clear-headed, completely, would say, completely clear-minded, coming for the next fight. As far as Slava, I know Slava already also for some time. He was coming to my gym, sparring with never spar Sergey, but he was sparring with some other my fighters. The one thing he has for sure, that's his nickname, Lionheart. He has a heart. So I know that fight is going to be a really good fight for both of the guys, and I just wanted to wish good luck to both of them.
Over at Main Events, and I've learned so much from Kathy and from Patrick English, from Jolene and many of the other staff members. But good afternoon. My name is Rolando Ariano. On behalf of Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and all the staff members, it's a great pleasure to be here, and we thank all of you for joining us today. It's also an absolute pleasure to be working with my dear friends again over at Main Events, of course HBO, and the one and only Madison Square Garden. As we all know, in the recent years, there has been a complete portfolio of Eastern European boxers that have taken boxing by storm. Golden Boy now has the pleasure to represent one of these boxers by the name of Slava Shambranskyy. The name's actually a lot bigger than that, but I'm not going to make an attempt to trying to ruin it out here. So, and he's actually from the Ukraine. Slava has a record of 19-1, 16 by way of knockout. He is currently the WBC, US NBC, light heavyweight champion of the world. It is my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time to introduce the champ, Slava Shambranskyy.
Good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to be at New York. I'm excited to be fighting at Madison Square Garden on HBO. I'm excited to be fighting a great ex-world champion, Sergey Kovalev. I look forward to bring the best in me for this fight. The only thing. Thank you. See you November 25th.
A man who I've had the pleasure of introducing many times, and every time I get a thrill. He is the former unified light heavyweight champ of the world, and I think he's going to be that again sooner than perhaps we thought. And this is the next step on the road to achieve that goal. So here he is, Sergey Kovalev.
Hi, everybody. I'm very happy to be here in New York. First time my fight coming up November 25th, and I'm really happy to fight on this coast again, but I fought in New Jersey, Atlantic City, but never fought in New York. And I want to say thank to my team and promoter Katie Duva, my manager, HBO, and also to team Slava Shambranskyy, and personally to Slava Shambranskyy that he approved the fight, fight me November 25th. I will back stronger than I was before.
it's my goal right now to improve everybody and for myself that I still fighter, I still strong fighter, and I can be world champion again, and that I have 2 last losses. It's just like a huge lesson for me, not like for the boxer, just in my life, you know. I mean, I made a lot of analysis, you know, from these losers, and I hope I will be much stronger than I was before. Thank you very much for your support, and see you in November. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey. One little plug I want to put in. We have a nice little show coming up on October 5th up in Mohegan Sun. It's another main events Mohegan Sun Rising Star show, and if you can make it out, you should come. It's a beautiful card with Vaughn Alexander fighting Elvin Ayala in the main event. It's going to be tremendous. And I guess to close, I just want to say again, thank you to the beautiful Renaissance. Thank you to Madison Square Garden. Oh, you want to do the questions? Oh.
I have a couple questions
Oh, I'm
from
sorry.
the media that are watching. So
Oh, okay,
maybe
sorry, I didn't know you were doing questions.
Maybe
Great.
you could go up to the podium to answer them.
Sure. Sergey? They want you.
There's some guys
Yes.
watching on the live stream. Tim Dahlberg from AP would like to know your reaction to the announcement of Andre Ward's retirement.
If it's 100% true that it's good for the boxing, you know, because it's good for the boxing. We're ready to fight it. We're ready to fight it again, you know, like for these titles, and makes interesting fights between great fighters, you know. And right now in our division, a lot of good and strong fighters who wants to get these titles, you know. And this will be very, very good, good fights for the boxing fans.
Backing up on that, Ron Borges wants to know if you think his retirement is real or it's for publicity.
Minor time?
No,
Andre's retirement.
I don't know. I don't think about him at all, you know, because I'm looking forward and get my goals, you know. What was with my last 2 fights? It's already history, you know. I forgot about this.
Are you disappointed of the possibility that you would not get a 3rd fight?
Yes and no, you know, like if this fight can happen like very quickly, I'm happy. If like long time waiting and like just a fighting close to titles, it's not good, you know. Like just like I wanna be best, you know, in this division, and I wanted to fight with the best fighters in this division, you know.
And Mike Woods from Ring would like to know if you have an update on your trainer search.
You know, like I'm not looking for a coach. Just like everything comes as comes, you know. Like just have a patience. Have a patience. My team will be completely in my training camp and in the ring also.
When do you begin training?
When? Next Monday.
Do you go to Big Bear first, like you've been doing, or
I didn't resolve, you know, like yes and no again, like just it depends from the weather, from the weather in Big Bear.
It's probably pretty nice there right now. All right, thanks. That's all I have from him.
Okay, thank you.
If any questions from in the house?
Yeah, till I'm here, like maybe somebody again wants to question.
Jose Batista of Boxing View. I would like to know if you find the timing of Andre Ward's retirement strange. Is he trying to upstage you?
Ты думаешь, что время по времени, может, он пытается, как бы, знает, что сегодня у тебя пресс-конференция, может, он специально, как бы, подгоняет это.
Yeah, you know, like his team and his self, like, can playing, you know, with like a mentally games, as they did before second before rematch, you know, like, I don't know, I don't care at all.
Tony Obayans, AB Boxing News. You said that you are starting next week at Big Bear. Is there a possibility that you work with Abel Sanchez?
No.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Destino Lois, Black Star News. Supposedly, Andre Ward left those titles vacant, and of course, everybody's looking at those vacant titles. But if you don't reach that goal, will you go after Superman Stevenson?
В чем вопрос?
Он говорит, что как бы, ну, доступен того, что он оставляет эти пояса. Если это неправда, ты пойдешь как бы за Стивенсоном?
I'm ready fighting anybody, you know, like, but my goal to fight for the title, like, close, like, as soon as possible, you know. But like right now, my fight against Slava Shambranskyy, and I have a focus on this fight right now. After this fight, will be understanding for me next way.
Hey, Sergey, Andy, Emilio, ES News. A while back, it was kind of a foreign publication, so I'm not sure how much truth there is into it, but Virgil Hunter had reached out, I think, and you kind of humored the idea of having him as your trainer if Andre was to move to cruiserweight or, i.e., retire. Is that still a possibility to have Virgil Hunter be your new trainer? If somebody wants to translate for him.
I thought about but didn't decide it, you know, like, I'm still thinking, but it's good offer, you know, maybe. Maybe not, you know, who knows. Just, I can't get back to my, to team of my opponent, who I hate, who I hate, you know, and like, you know, like, it's right now, two person inside me, like, wrestling, like, yes or no, you know, it's like, it's not easy to say yes or no. Just I keep going myself right now, and I already almost understand who will be in my team, but I not already announced it, you know, like, just because I'm not sure 100% ready they or not. Just but I already decided who I want to see in my training camp, in my team, you know.
Sergey, Gustavo Neri with AB Boxing News. Would this matchup with Shambranskyy determine if you stay at light heavyweight or move up to cruiserweight after this matchup?
Cruiserweight, very good because you can eat more, like, not keep diet. But I understand right now that I'm small for cruiserweight. You know, guys losing weight like from the over 200 pounds. You know. And in the fight, they can have a weight like 210, 215, and more pounds, you know. Like, but I'm 185, 190 maximum, you know. Like it's difficult to make 175 for one day, you know. But after this, my weight, I get weight back, and I feel good. You know, just I think so. No. Maybe in future we'll try, but not right now. Yeah, that's it.
I think that's all we have, unless anybody else has one.
Thank you very much.
Try to get your head down. Thanks.